Welcome to the show that delivers quality Oregon music straight to your living room. As always, I am your host, Philip Pompetti, and this is Locals Live. Welcome back to Locals Live on KBVR-TV. With me is Bend-based, effeminate, very tall rapper Mosley Wotta with his first song for this evening, Urban Tribal.
Another rapper, Marcus Flooded, Mosley Wotta, yeah, what of it? I'm that type of nigga, didn't grow up saying nigga. My demeanor and manner is an agreeable candor. The wouldn't like me when I'm angry. Bruce Banner, only Tanner. Peter Parker, only darker. If I can't get over myself, I'll start climbing the walls. Uber mutter, do what dads, mix a batch of quilted patch. So piecemeal a love and stitch where threadbare teeth bite down on half. I am color, I am mother, I am more than me and mine. I am more than surface purpose or the sum of parts comprise. I see Reggie, I see Marley, Barry, Carey, and Bonet. Spike Bruce Lee, Spike Joni Mitchell, Pigeon, Johnny Cassius Clay. Holding titles heavyweight and Ngale say Boomaye. Convinced there is another way. Ignorance is bliss, shit, ignorance is catalyst. Catalyst is blister, so whatever pace it ain't a race. Just educate and demonstrate the practice. Grace of crafting change, same as your predecessors or ancestors. Get it done with lexicon, spectacular, vernacular, vivacious, so loquacious. Yo, I'm the type of nigga thinks your music's ostentatious. Look it up. I'm the type of nigga, I'm the type of nigga, I'm the type of nigga didn't grow up saying nigga. Yeah, Bula Vanaka, I'm rolling, rockin' the Sulu. You wanna learn a new language? I better watch what I'm saying. On the mission to rise up, but getting high from the doodles. You don't believe that I'm lifted, gifted? Just look at my pupils. We're not the teachers or preachers, ain't the soldiers or saints. We are observers and servants to all the kids who love pain. Rattle, bomb, break, beat, wheat, paste on repeat. In village I came from, I tried to be what I ain't. But you can't stifle a hide, not with a rifle or lie. I'm not cardio lion, rep Uncle Tommy gun pride. See, I know the brightest place that makes the lightest star dark. Sun will set, but will not settle. Piece of shadow, ball and diamonds in the rough park. Sun rays on the sun rays, raising in the sun. This sun will set, but will not settle. Who made this mess? Got me running from the get-go. Sun will set, but will not settle. Forget Pinocchio, I wanna know who carved your pedal. Yeah, I'm the type of nigga, I'm that type of nigga, I'm that type of nigga didn't grow up saying nigga. What do you get when you get yourself out? If you fall on your back, then you Rorschach the clouds. And I'm fairly certain that this ain't nothing new. Said the Shakespeare, chucker to thine own self be true. Stretch your pigment ligaments and flex a new form. I am color, I am other, I am rapidly the norm. I'm the type of nigga, I'm that type of nigga, I'm that type of nigga didn't grow up saying nigga. Boredom elite. Chapters conceived when these modern gods speak.
Give your mascot play puck in the ring, rather.
Puck plays himself midsummer's night's cream. Corn from the crop is an adequate feed. Geeks chase it raw while you're caging the geese. Geeks chase it raw. When our eggshell cracks, our inside out must hatch. And if we do not hatch, all we are is broke. We're gonna need more than the right to bear arms. We're gonna need more than the right to vote. We're gonna need more than the right to drink up. We're gonna need more once we eat the yolk. We're gonna need more than the right to bear arms. We're gonna need more than the right to vote. We're gonna need more than the right to fuck up. We're gonna need more once we eat the yolk. Well, if the youth are deprived their rites of passage, engulfed in regret, licked flames were massive. The village what's left, grave piles of ashes. Well, what does that mean for newborn tactics? Just cause it's old, don't make it classic told. No long enough and get sick of asking. Find gold in the gutter if you force the trash bin. If the youth are deprived their rites of passage. When our eggshell cracks, our inside out must hatch. And if we do not hatch, all we are is broke. 7 billion plus ways I can say this. See, now it's high tide, recognize your grave is. Let that zombie be and fuck the A-list. puzzle, also the one who made it. Now think, could it be you are the prisoner as well as the guard holding the keys? Think, could it be you are the prisoner as well as the guard holding the keys? Please, please teach us what to do with this. The kidnapped children grew up numerous. The Stockholm comment surely does exist. Is there a comfort in the guaranteed abusiveness? Please teach us what to do with this. The kidnapped children grew up numerous. The Stockholm comment surely does exist. Is there a comfort in the guaranteed abusiveness? If all chickens come home to roost, all fit up in the coop. Clever fox so sly works his way warm inside, while those in the cold whisper coo. The conspiracies and theories of may very well exist. We the orphan empire, state of adolescent fits. We always get just what we want, but do we need what we all get? See, the orphan empire, state of ignorance is bliss. I'm over the counter intelligence, over the counter intuitive. Disregard the relevance, disregard the usefulness. Over the counter intelligence, over the counter intuitive. Disregard the relevance, disregard the youth. That the youth are deprived their rites of passage, engulfed in regret, licked flames were massive. The village once left great piles of ashes. Well, what does that mean for newborn tactics? Just cause it's old don't make it classic. Told no long enough and geek sick of asking. Find gold in the gutter if you're forced to trash bin. If the youth are deprived their rites of passage, gonna need more than the right to do harm. We're gonna need more than the right to choke. We're gonna need more than the right to birth luck. We're gonna need more than the right. We're gonna need more than the right to bear arms. We're gonna need more than the right to vote. We're gonna need more than the right to drink up. We're gonna need more once we eat the yolk. When our eggshell cracks, our inside out must hatch. And if we do not hatch, all we are is broke.
There are so many different moods and moments, but what I was certain about, listening to my grandson and my son, is that something very, very serious was going to take place in this country. Our political leaders had no idea. The police had no idea. But if you looked at young blacks and young whites with a discerning eye and a careful hearing, they have been telling us, and we would not listen, that what is happening in this country to them.
Thanks for coming back. Thanks for coming back to Locals Live here on KBVR-TV. I'm joined again by Mosley Wotta. Gonna ask him a few more questions, guys. Thanks for sitting down with me.
Thanks for having us.
You guys are in the middle of putting together a pretty rigorous tour schedule, I know you've mentioned to me. What's that gonna be like trying to balance the rest of your lives with getting on the road for an extended period of time?
May I? We have a really supportive foundation at home, like miraculously so. Like I have a family, I'm a family man, and I have a very supportive family that believes in what we're doing enough to, you know, trust us to go out on the road. And Colton, very similarly so. We have just a really solid group of people that are behind us in terms of business, I guess, yes, but in terms of our, you know, family. So that's how, with a lot of love and a lot of trust and a lot of support.
I'm sure you're not the only ones that are, you're not asking just your family to make sacrifices. You have to make sacrifices yourself.
Yeah.
Is it tough to kind of leave some of the things that are familiar behind and go out on the road? I mean, is it hard to do that?
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Not easy.
Yeah, especially first when you get out there, and after a while you kind of get used to the day-to-day.
Mm-hmm.
How long are you guys going to be touring for? What's the plan? What's the length?
I mean, honestly, we are honestly, because this is involving doing artists in residencies and workshops in schools, as well as going and touring venues and festivals or whatever. So we're honestly looking from November and then until fall of next year. So like through that entire time. I mean, this is really our jumping off point where we're like, this is what we do, this is what we want to do. We've set ourselves up to let go of everything else other than what's absolutely vital, which is, you know, family and music.
Wonderful. Well, thanks guys for sitting down. Let's hear some more from Mosley Wotta. We'll touch back with them in a few minutes. Thanks, guys.
Earth to us, dust to earth, earth to us. Dust to earth to us, marrow to bone, bone to dust dust to earth, earth to us, marrow to bone, bone to dust, dust to earth, earth to us, marrow to bone, bone to dust, dust to earth, earth to us, marrow to bone, bone to dust, dust to earth, earth to us, marrow to bone to dust, dust to earth, earth to us, marrow to bone to dust, dust. The straight roads bring the pavement, not the payloads or cookie William Blake roads. I make those, some break force signals at the RED, some break like signals on the EKG. My life force is a light source. See me, my life force is a light source. Seed free, see, I don't slip, I see. The weather condition can strip you of your sunny disposition. Recognize the symptoms, all who have risen to listen. Listen, listen. Not a missionary, but I'm on a mission. Carry your commitment, Terry. Not put the stop clock on the stop clock. Watch what you're saying, walk what you're saying. On point, intact, take a stand and stand back. Black is just a trend, is that news black? Black a break a trend, is that new black? Black is not a trend, is that new black? Or the space to fill between where the star gleam gaps. Black is just a trend, is that news black? Black a break a trend, is that new black? Black is not a trend, is that new black? Or the space to fill between where the star gleam gaps. Here to have my own tongue on the gray days, face the raisins in the sun. Round the bend ways, no erasing where you're from. Due to all praise, love the cage around my lung. Creole already tied to the lung, seed to the spit. Wrapped in the wave, I'm that good fire pit. Strike it bomb, strike it bomb. Are you stuck up in your past wrongs or up upon your strong wrong? Up upon bar, take the ladder of the matter while you hunker in your bum. Though it's scattered, there's a pattern, I know you know where you're from. Said the dread, Gil Scott, Aaron Rookery. Look at me, tall as I am, gangly, famously angling towards Land Swan swagger. I spray paint when the well-drunk drive fools pay to make it rain. Where is your phone? This is my phone. I'm raving about the sun from that macro zone. Black and black is just a trend, is that news black? Black and break a trend, is that new black? Black is not a trend, is that new black? For the space to fill between where the star gleam gaps. Black is just a trend, is that news black? Black and break a trend, is that new black? Black is not a trend, is that new black? For the space to fill between where the star gleam gaps. Marrow to bone, bone to dust, dust to earth, earth to us. Marrow to bone, bone to dust, dust to earth, earth to us.
Feeling me far beyond the five taste, touch, smell, hear, sight, space, time. You feeling me far beyond the five taste, touch, smell, hear, sight, space, time. You feeling me far beyond the five taste, touch, smell, hear, sight, space, time. You feel me far beyond that fist when you feel the beats hit. With a particularly peculiar man-made lurch, I bench press my smirk with faces to the front and scrape attention with my lungs. When I speak, my hands resemble a trembling gun in the clench of a henchman's attempt to get the point across. The fire in my arms desires to go off. Embrace me and you basically can hear the melting frost. Directions from these snowmen confound me. I'm asking if I'm lost. I'm asking that I'm lost. This is a cover-up of mine. Why won't I let them see me weep? I've been inside this house for weeks. Sometimes I venture numb, succumbing to winter's heat. Glowing pulse continues to earn its turning key underneath the mantle where the hearth releases steam. There's a pulse beneath my feet, a furnace in my gut work, icicle mimic teeth. The surface is so fickle, permanence versus trickle. The faucet leak is waning, it's getting hard to sleep. It's not that I'm complaining, forging forth announcement, fork to crystal, tap, tap, tap. Water's about to speak, I'm married to the moment, to the moment, to the arm so close to open, to the tokens of affection. May I see your self-reflection, I'll assist you, I'll assist you. The looking glass connection, the jibber jabber, walkie-talkie, whispers static my direction. What are you trying to say, my love? You reach beyond abyss, far beyond that fist. Just feel the beats hit. This poetry's a code we speak that fools like me submit. Wish to offer but an inkling to make more accurate. There's so much more than five senses for those more sensitive. So much more than meets the eye when Morpheus visits. An epitaph, an epilogue, the setting suns like this. This world was here well long before we ever learned to fight it. No lips, no tongue, no dialogue, each creature speaking iris. The ghosts are real, the bones are real, and we're a breathing hybrid. Feeling me far beyond the five. Taste, touch, smell, hear, sight, space, time, here, right now I'm so alive. Feeling me far beyond the five. Taste, touch, smell, hear, sight, space, time, here, right now I'm so alive. You feel me far beyond the five. Taste, touch, smell, hear, sight, space, time, here, right now I'm so alive. You feel me far beyond that fist. When you feel the beats hit. This poetry is a code we speak, the fools like me submit. Wish to offer but an inkling to make more accurate. There's so much more than five senses for those more sensitive. So much more than meets the eye when Morpheus visits. An epitaph, an epilogue, the setting suns like this. This world was here well long before we ever learned to fight it. No lips, no tongue, no dialogue, each creature speaking iris. The ghosts are real, the bones are real, and we're a breathing hybrid. Feeling me far beyond the five. Taste, touch, smell, hear, sight, space, time, here, right now I'm so alive. You feeling me far beyond the five. Taste, touch, smell, hear, sight, space, time, here, right now I'm so alive. You feeling me far beyond the five. Taste, touch, smell, hear, sight, space, time, here, right now I'm so alive. You feel me far beyond that fist. When you feel the beats hit. Poetry is a code we speak. Poetry is a code we speak.
Now, you guys are involved in a lot of charity organizations. You do a lot of workshops with schools and youth groups and stuff like that during the day. Can you guys speak to me a little bit about what it is that you're doing in that field?
Yeah, and it's not necessarily, you know, charity work, but it's finding opportunities. It's finding the right place where everybody. How do I want to say this? It works for everybody. So, you know, I, as an artist, get paid to go in to do an artist in residency, but we're also not trying to break the bank on a school. So like what we're doing right now is a fundraiser so that we can go on tour, and we can pay for gas, and we can pay for new cables and guitar strings and all that. But then also too, if a school can only pay a certain amount for us to come in, like we can supplement the rest of that. So that's kind of that chunk, you know. I mean, not that you're wrong necessarily, but charity is a little bit misleading, because like what we're doing is really just trying to get out there and making sure that it's sustainable in all ways, shapes, and forms. So, and then that takes the form of everything from like doing guitar lessons in, you know, the case of like musical workshops or whatever, to spoken word workshops and things like this. If a kid gets lit up by the workshop that we're doing and they start doing that, it doesn't ensure that they're going to be a spoken word artist or want to pursue hip hop or anything like that. That's not what's important, but the confidence that they get from that level of expression can be applied in so many different ways. So that's what's really exciting to me. And that's what we want to continue, you know, in as many places as we can. So we work with a lot of great organizations that are also have a similar thinking and have a similar heart set, where it's like, yo, how can we get kids confident again? How can we get kids excited again? Because there's countless times that you can think about being in school, or I should say it like this, sometimes it's rare, maybe until you get to college, where you're really lit up by a classroom, where you're really like, oh, I can't wait to go to such and such class. And so how can we help to sort of reinvigorate some of that stuff? And teaching is really hard. We have an easy job in terms of we get to be like the uncles who like come in and we're like, here's this crazy cool thing that we're into. If you're into it, then you can participate as well. You're welcome. But then we leave. We don't have to be there at 6 a.m. until 6 at night and grade papers and have a life and family. You know, like, so we have a lot of respect for the folks that are in the schools as well, because that is a thankless job. It's right up there with parenting, you know, and it's tough.
Well, thanks again, guys, for taking the time to sit down. We're very excited to hear some more stuff from you guys. We're here on Locals Live with Mosley Wotta. We're going to hear some more stuff from them in just a second. Don't go anywhere.
Here we go. Success, yes. Success, yes. success. Yes, roll burners to the front. The road is booking boring till we cook it how we want. Say success. Yes, slow learners to the front. Note the genius point to cap it back to infiltrate the dunce. Say success. Yes, rapping fun until it bumps the time and good in space is great. I think I'll have it all at once. Success. Yes, that's all endeavor wants. Recognition of ambition. Well, here's a mirror, son. Sitting in the classroom with thoughts of something more. Well, learn what you can, scoring chalk across the board. Someday, if you let it will all make sense. The meticulous curriculums you doodle on your desk. Say success. Yes, we'll burn it to the front. The road is looking boring till we cook it how we want. Say success. Yes, we'll burn it to the front. No the genius pointing cap and back to infiltrate the done. Say success. Yes, rapping fun until it bumps. The time is good and space is great. I think I'll have it all at once. Success. Yes, that's all endeavor wants. Recognition of ambition. Well, waiting to be discovered by a golden ticket agent saying, come with me, boy, and I'll make your music famous. Spend years in denial of my present situation. No need to push yourself if you're good at enabling. Weave goals in the ice over drunken conversation. Watch them melt in the dirt of the same landscape. To challenge and they talent so much more than my vocation. So look them dead in the eye, even when the hand shakes. Moving miles by the inch, moving smiles by the waist. Through the clues, through the hints, write the blues in the prints. To challenge and they talent so much more than my vocation. So look them dead in the eye, even when the hand shakes. And I'm walking at you, singing sonnets in the shower. And I'm walking at you, working hour after hour. And I'm walking at you, playing rook inside your tower. And I'm walking at you until the whole earth shakes. Say success. Yes, roll burners to the front. The road is booking boring till we cook it how we want. Say success. Yes, slow learners to the front. Note the genius point to cap it back to infiltrate the done. Say success. Yes, rapping fun until it bumps. The time is good and space is great. I think I'll have it all at once. Success. Yes, that's all endeavor wants. Recognition of ambition. Well, here's a mirror, son. Make no mistake. There are no mistakes. There is no escape. Increase the failure rate. Bring it back now. Hit me again with it. Hit me again with that. Success. Yes. Just one more time on a dime. One more time on a dime. Success. Yes. All inclusive, you know? DJ Mud, peace. Ooh, miss you. Love you. Thought it's just a story, yeah, mental allegory, yeah, griot troubadours and laureates, yay, orating, debating, and demonstrating the myth. When it rings true for you, you find a place it can fit, and every story you accumulate has a message ruminate. I'm drinking Joseph Campbell soup if you're inclined to have a taste. No food, no time to waste. Oh, it's yummy in the gullet, fill my mind all up with bullet points. Pick a point, plot a point, any topic will do. I'm putting music in the bulb, light up the daily peruse. I'll be your first class snotty nose, a back and caboose. Hand squeeze to the people who are picking up clues. It is what you make it and it ain't what you don't. It is what you make it and it ain't what you don't. You don't control much and you are not alone. It is what you make it and it ain't what you don't. Listen, move in closer. Weren't the first one said this, and my quota of quotes is you'll undoubtedly know. But please keep that in mind for the following lines. These glasses are relatively new. I don't want to fight. Start with something light. Skidamarinky dinky dink, skidamarinky doo. Telling me what you think. Then I'll be telling you the contemplative entity. Yes, I think a lot. To define the infinite is in itself to cut it off. Even though we're limitless, itself will come up to a stop. Let me tell you what I heard. Words are made of thought. God is just a word. God is just a thought. Boom, blistering barnacles, or kangaroo cots. Yo, it's just an idea. I don't want to get shot. I'm not saying that there isn't a divine force. I am saying if you finally define yours, it is apparent and inherent in the words we speak. Words are merely representative, approximate and edited, and somewhat sort of separate from what we truly mean. Words are hard to interpret because the words are imperfect. They are restricted in language and need inflection inserted. I feel like life is a school. We're all here for the learning. I ain't taking this class because I know it for certain. Ain't living my life solely as a physical person. I feel there's work to be done, and I'm here to put work in. I want to pull back the curtain and feel the music of math, including lumps in the batter, improvisational jazz. See God every time I hear my little kids laugh. Have faith in the atheist producing this track. Okay, so what am I saying? Let me take a step back. This thing is all around you, it is in you and about you. So I guess what that amounts to ain't no perfect way to say it. When a story is significant, you choose to consecrate it. Well, thought is just a story, yeah, mental allegory, yeah, griot troubadours and laureates, yay, orating, debating, and demonstrating the myth. When it rings true for you, you find a place it can fit. I say a thought is just a story, yeah, mental allegory, yeah, griot troubadours and laureates, yay, orating, debating, and demonstrating the myth. When it rings true for you, halo frame, tailor-made, paid in installments. Call it soul, call it self-casting, the culprit. Wanna wield, wanna yield, what's your indulgence? Living light, water walks framed in effulgence. Jewel, that's for you. Yeah, well, a hidey, 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 hi. A hody, 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 oh. A heedy, 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 hee. You gotta do it with me. And then go woo, woo, woo. You ready? A hidey, 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 hi. Hody, 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 oh. A heedy, heedy, heedy. Call me a cab all the way. Woo! Well, a thought is just a story, yeah. Mental allegory, yeah. Griot, troubadours, and laureates, yay, orating, debating, and demonstrating the myth. And when it rings true for you, you find a place it can fit. I say a thought is just a story, yeah. Mental allegory, yeah. Griot, troubadours, and laureates, yay, orating, debating, and demonstrating the myth. When it rings true for you, you find a place it can fit. A hidey, 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 hi. Hody, 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 oh. A heedy, heedy, heedy. And then woo, woo, woo. Let's do one more. Ready? Hi, hi, hi. Hody, 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 oh. And then this part. Woo, woo, woo. That was pretty good. It wasn't bad. I should have seen more hips, but.
Like curling wave evaporates and elevates a solid liquid gaseous state. So all praise the day the subjugated turn within to find the fate was never in the hands of those that built the cage.
Stretch wide, we mimic the horizon. Each face that I see, like the sun upon horizon. Each goal that we reach has the taste of the horizon. You're magnificent, I've been heaven sent, so not surprising. Off the stage now! I'm off that, 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 I'm off that page now! I'm off that, I'm off that, I'm off that, I'm off that. Look within. This is mad. When the mean is average, civilized. Killing off the savages, must we rise? To live up to standard shit with open eyes, we learn impeccable and never so articulate. Ties to each particulate, even when we're ripped from belly, shit must come together and discover we are from a single mother and must therefore be for one another. Under sheets resides a secret lover. I'm off that page now. I'm off that, 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 I'm off that page now. I'm out your cage now. Love, I'm off that, hate is the last thing that we need in this establishment, but maintain by the way and gains the same, and no change. Not that I'm loving all the places that my taxes went. Maintain, blame games, same, no change. Do these rags look holy? Let me cash in on my fashion sense. Maintain, blame games, same, no change. I got 99 problems and they're made up of the 1%. Break the cycle, this is vital. You're your only lonely rival. Rage now! I'm off that, 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 I'm off that page now. I'm off that, I'm off that, I'm off that, I'm off that. Look within, leave your message, be expressive. If you're desperate, use your blood. Brother from another planet, now I know you're one of us. Ride on, we ride on these modern cave walls. It's a wonder they don't like us. We don't behave like slaves at all. And we would say that those who fabricate and masquerade an elevated place among the feeble, we the people are returning to the balance where we manage healing damage, make advantage of our heritage of sequel. Know thyself and know thy people.
How the world still dearly loves a cage.
Thank you for tuning in to KBVR and joining us this evening. We're Locals Live. I'm Philip Pompetti. This big goofy guy behind me is Mosley Wotta. We'll see you next time on KBVR.